We brought a lot of attention defensively, how we need to defend, set plays, corner kicks, free kicks, a lot of tall people, and we did outstanding in that aspect today.
We heard you on the TV when you, the England manager was here, Steve Ross. Would he have gone away impressed by that?
I think so. Of course, sometimes you need to be lucky as a player. If the national coach is on the stands when you play not your best game, maybe he go home with a different opinion about the player. But everybody knows that Ross had a difficult time in the beginning of the season, but he's really improving. I think a good support for him is a little bit different position in the team. Gave a little bit more freedom with really 3 midfielders in his back. And he's a fantastic player. He showed that by his assist, by the goal from Lou. Really good and outstanding. And I don't know if it's all about of today, but he played really well.
Ronald, how are Leighton Baines and James McCarthy as well? He wasn't in the squad today.
Yeah, first Leighton had problem with his back. He couldn't move anymore. That was the reason that we had to change Leighton. James is again with some problems on his hamstring. It happened in the beginning of last week, and that's really painful for the boy by himself, but also for me, because I like him and we like to progress with him. We like to continue with James. And every time he get a step back, and it's not a big hamstring, maybe he will be out for 1 or 2 weeks, but I'm really disappointed about that. But okay, we need to deal with his fitness, and maybe 30-35 minutes like last week, then we need to put him in the recovery group after the game, and that's what we need to learn. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a medical, but what I like is the best for him, and that's difficult, and another step back for the boy, and that's really disappointed.
Well, will you go and maybe look for a new way of finding the solution to this, because it's been the same problem again and again? I know you're not, as you say, you're not involved in the medical side of it, but will you ask whether he goes and gets special treatment elsewhere?
Yeah, but I think first of all we need to find a solution, and we are still not finding that solution, and if we find a solution, is if we think about is that enough for the team, for the club, for the player by himself? We are not so far in that process to make conclusions about that.
Will he be out then for the Ireland squad coming up at the end of this?
I don't know. We know that it will be starting 10 days, 9 days. And the FIFA rule is that they have the possibility to call the player, and if they call the player, the player will go, and they will see how his fitness is at that time.
Ronald, you mentioned Lukaku's movement first goal. Were you impressed with the way he seemed to be involved in everything, and also where is he with the new contract? He's very close to signing.
It's still close to sign, but maybe I need to sign that contract. Then we can finish with all that stories. No, but okay. What we like is that strikers, that they find the best position on the time in what happened in the game, and normally is that in the box, around the box. But sometimes if he dropped to the left or to the right, that makes space for other players, and that was the message before the game. We need running players. We need not too much players dropping back. I think Kevin in the first 20 minutes, 25 minutes, he dropped too much to the same level as the other midfield players, and it's difficult because you don't get a lot of space to play. Yeah, you get a lot of space to play outside your own box, but 20 yards to the goal, it's really difficult, and scoring 3 goals against West Brom is really good.
Ronald, can I just ask you about Aidan McGeady? He's just been made Championship Player of the Month. Have you been impressed by how he's done at Preston? And does he have any future at Everton at all?
I don't know. That kind of decisions we need to make on the end of the season.